his realm, which is the grappling, but as for now, he's happy to stand back up and trade.
He's doing a great job of utilizing short little elbow strikes to create a little bit of separation, and it has Trong, definitely, weary of this position right here.
Chào mừng quý vị và các bạn đã quay trở lại với kênh Sao Thể Thao, và ngày hôm nay kênh Sao Thể Thao sẽ đưa mọi người gặp gỡ với một võ sĩ tài năng và hiện đang là một trong những võ sĩ chủ lực của lò No One Muay do võ sĩ Nguyễn Trần Duy Nhất hiện đang đứng giảng dạy. Và trận đấu này là trận đấu trong thể thức thi đấu One Friday, là thể thức thi đấu MMA, và sự xuất hiện của Mùi Trọng Vinh sẽ thi đấu với Xiangzhao của Trung Quốc. Và đây là lần đầu tiên võ sĩ Mùi Trọng Vinh xuất hiện tại sự kiện One Friday, thi đấu vào thứ Sáu trước thềm của One Championship. Đây là võ sĩ của Trung Quốc. So với Mùi Trọng Vinh thì kinh nghiệm của Yin Xiangzhao phong phú hơn. Anh chàng này toàn bộ các trận thắng của anh đều kết liễu sớm đối thủ. Trong đó có 7 trận với võ sĩ Trung Quốc này thực hiện các đòn khóa xiết buộc đối phương phải xin thua. Và trong khi đó thì anh còn thi đấu được cả trên đấu trường Khmer, một trong những giải đấu đánh đứng, và vẫn là đang thi đấu rất tốt tại các sàn đấu của Muay Khmer. Trận đấu của Mùi Trọng Vinh thì Trọng Vinh nếu như chỉ tính các giải đấu chính thức quốc tế thì Trọng Vinh hiện đang bất bại. Anh đã có những trận đấu rất hay tại các giải đấu của MMA Pro, thi đấu tại Hồ Tràm. Trọng Vinh vẫn là bất bại. Trọng Vinh năm nay 27 tuổi, cao 1m65. Chúng ta cùng chờ đón sự xuất hiện của Mùi Trọng Vinh. Mùi Trọng Vinh thì là học trò cưng của Nguyễn Trần Duy Nhất, cho nên là rất dễ là đồn đoán đó là việc nền tảng chính của Mùi Trọng Vinh là Muay. Mùi Trọng Vinh thì có nhiều pha ra đòn đẹp mắt và luôn nhận được những cái sự cổ vũ của các khán giả. Rất đẹp trai. Mùi Trọng Vinh là võ sĩ người Sơn La. Người đi sau là Nguyễn Trần Duy Nhất. Trận đấu này thì đã diễn ra vào hồi tháng 6. Vào ngày hôm nay, xin lỗi các bạn, vào ngày 8 tháng 8, tức là ngày hôm qua, thì Nguyễn Trần Duy Nhất đã có trận đấu đầu tiên tại World Game. Anh quay trở lại và bảo vệ tấm huy chương vàng anh đã từng có ở trên đất Mỹ vào năm 2022. Ở World Game thì Nguyễn Trần Duy Nhất đã có chiến thắng trước chủ nhà Trung Quốc, và qua đó thì lọt vào bán kết. Cửa huy chương vàng của Duy Nhất ở giải đấu này rất là sáng cửa. Trong năm 2025 thì đến thời điểm hiện tại Nguyễn Trần Duy Nhất chưa thi đấu, cũng chưa biết vì lý do gì. Đến thời điểm hiện tại thì Duy Nhất vẫn chưa thi đấu, và theo thông tin mình nắm thì Duy Nhất bắt buộc phải thi đấu tại One trong nếu như không muốn nói là vi phạm hợp đồng. Tuy nhiên đến thời điểm hiện tại thì chúng ta vẫn chưa thấy Duy Nhất dục dịch bất cứ một dự án nào liên quan đến One Championship. Và xin được khẳng định đó là việc Duy Nhất đang là võ sĩ duy nhất của Việt Nam thi đấu tại One Championship, chứ không phải bất cứ một võ sĩ nào khác. Đôi khi mọi người khá là dễ dãi khi mà nói về cái việc võ sĩ này, võ sĩ kia thi đấu tại One Championship, hay kể cả Mùi Trọng Vinh cũng vậy thôi. Đây là sự kiện One Friday, tức là những cái sự kiện bên lề, những cái sự kiện mà đi tìm kiếm võ sĩ thi đấu cho One. Chúng ta có Road to One từng tổ chức tại Việt Nam, rất nhiều cánh cửa đến với One Championship, và đây chỉ là những cái sân chơi nhỏ với những võ sĩ có trình độ chưa cao. Họ sẽ thi đấu ít nhất là 4 đến 5 trận đấu để có được suất chính thức để thi đấu ở One. Mình hay nói trêu đó là Duy Nhất là võ sĩ được thi đấu thứ 7, tức là đêm đó thì sẽ rất nhiều người quan tâm. Còn những cái sự kiện thứ 6 hoặc là những cái hệ thống giải Road to One chỉ là những cái hệ thống mà ai đăng ký xong họ sẽ phải thi đấu và sẽ có thời gian để chuẩn bị. Hay cả trước đó ở sàn đấu này đã từng có, đó là Phạm Văn Nam, Trần Ngọc Lượng, Trần Quốc Tuấn nữa. Phạm Văn Nam thì thắng trận đầu, thua trận 2. Trần Ngọc Lượng thì thua ngay trận đầu. Trần Quốc Tuấn thì thắng trận đầu, thua trận 2. Trận 2 thua Myanmar. Trận đầu thắng Nhật. Nói vậy thì chúng ta để biết được là càng vào sâu thì các võ sĩ quốc tế họ kinh khủng như nào. Và bây giờ chúng ta cùng đến với trận đấu có sự xuất hiện của một đại diện Việt Nam, đó là Mùi Trọng Vinh. Và để giữ nguyên không khí, mời mọi người xem toàn bộ trận đấu này. Cảm ơn mọi người đã dành thời gian theo dõi và chúng ta sẽ gặp lại nhau trong những video tiếp theo trên kênh Sao Thể Thao. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại.
Wrestle his way back up top, and they separate. Nice clinch here. Good framing off the face, creates a little bit of space.
You said it, Mitch. Trong came out fast with blitzing combinations with his hands, but Yin showed some great footwork, countering with the right hand. A little skirmish there with the takedown attempt back to the standing position. We're used to seeing Trong press in his other fights, really work his opponent against the corner here, but I think he got a little respect with that right hand, clipping him, perhaps, or touching him a little bit early.
Yeah, Yin looking nice and composed here as he tries to find his timing and rhythm. Trong definitely eating another big overhand right there from Yin.
You know, I thought it was just a little bit of a gamesmanship from Yin to say that he wanted to change his style and strike a little bit more, but he's looking clean on the feet early on with that 1-2 as Trong touches him with a nice left hook and they tango inside the clinch. Yin is dangerous on the ground, but he's looking good so far on the feet, dominating inside the clinch as Trong fires a knee up the middle.
You said it, Mitch. Yin very dangerous on the ground, but looking good on his feet here, controlling range well, has the height advantage. Not overcommitting, but setting up opportunities there. A nice stiff 1-2 to close the gap.
Yeah, I like the hand speed coming from that overhand from Yin. He's already kind of found a home for that there. See if he can look. Ooh, he's got to be careful of those elbows, though. There's short elbows on the inside from Trong as they tie up against the ropes here.
Again, Trong Vinh Mui, a student of Nguyen Tran Duy, #1, a former one, actually a current one championship fighter, very successful striker out there in Vietnam, owns the #1 Mui club. Yin getting domination inside the clinch. He goes to the front headlock, fires the knees up the middle. Bouts are judged in their entirety, not round by round. Nice elbow right there from Yin as Trong backs up just momentarily, fires a 2-punch combination. Very nice footwork from Trong as he enters into the punching combinations, but Yin's holding his own on the feet.
Yeah, it's funny. Trong told us that he wanted to utilize the Muay Thai weapons, but we just saw some beautiful knees and elbows there from Yin. Here shooting in on the double leg, back up into the clinch. Trong with the overhook here. Back to working the elbows, or the knees, potentially some elbows. Maybe we'll see some dirty boxing at this close range.
Yeah, you got to wonder if Yin is opting to switch his game plan up a little bit and fall back into his realm, which is the grappling. But as for now, he's happy to stand back up and trade.
He's doing a great job of utilizing short little elbow strikes to create a little bit of separation. And it has Trong, you know, definitely, you know, weary of this position right here. He's got to be very careful, especially when Trong has that right hand over the top. Fires over a right hand, but a nice stiff jab landed by Trong as he closes the distance with 2 jabs.
Good front kick there by Yin to control the distance. Yin just doing a good job. There's that swimming overhand right to close the distance. Back to the knees. It's great weapon selection at the proper range. Trong here on a takedown, maybe more as a defensive move to get out of the line of the strikes coming from Yin, but he's showing great Muay Thai weapons at the mid to close range.
Nice takedown by Trong right there. Gets the body lock, turns the corner, puts Yin on his back. Yin's very dangerous off his back. Let's see what kind of top game Trong has right now as he's delivering ground and pound.
Yeah, Trong doing a good job applying pressure right now, trying to release that leg. Doing a great job with the ground and pound, looking for openings.
Yin's in the half guard. He's got to take his left arm and swim underneath. Right now he's controlling the overhook. That kind of just pins Trong right there in that half guard position. But if he can swim underneath that, he can start to scoot off onto his side and create a little bit of space and get back up to his feet. But he's also very comfortable on his back as well. There he adjusts back into full guard, looking for a possible sweep right there. But Trong gives him three right hands. And the clapper right there. Fires a knee down the middle, knees to the head of a grounded opponent, perfectly legal with this global rule set, but a nice knee from Yin there to end the round.
Yeah, some big moments at the end of the round for Trong there. Yin, surprisingly, well, he told us that's what he wanted to do, but he's such a strong grappler throughout that round, showing beautiful striking, control, mixing in the punches there. Trong with a short elbow, and here the overhand right from Yin landing, but it was Trong at the end of the round from the top position, utilizing some ground and pound very effectively. We saw so many times at that close range where Yin would push off, go from the knees to the elbows, score effectively, do a lot of damage, at times making Trong look really uncomfortable.
Second round set to get started. They are clashing for a $100,000 contract, a ticket into the world's largest martial arts organization, one championship. And we get ready here in this second round, and immediately Yin comes forward, controls the center of the ring. Looking for that big right hand again, Brian.
Yeah, again, trying to measure Yin is with that right hand here, showing good footwork, disengaging when he needs to there, setting up the counter with the right hand, taking the jab to the body, and that sets up the right hand over the top, which he just threw. Trong there with the inside low kick. Trong needing to find a way inside. He cannot let Yin control the long range as a taller fighter.
Nice connection right there from Trong, mixing in the grappling right now, trying for a single leg takedown, trying to lace up that leg. Good defense so far from Yin. Let's see if he can maintain the upright position. He gets sat down, but pops right back up to a knee. Trong struggling to get him down, but Yin utilizing that overhook on that left side, able to work his way back up, digs in the underhook, maintains that upright position. Now Trong pressing him into the corner. Good force of separation right there from Yin, Doug.
He was not kidding. He's doing everything he can to get it back on his feet, get back to the center ring and land some more of those nice boxing combinations. Stuffing a beautiful takedown there, going right back to work with the hands.
Trong mixing in the takedowns, trying to make this MMA, but Yin doing a great job so far of maintaining the upright position and doing what he wanted to do, and that's standing and trading.
Yeah, Yin does a great job with his footwork, and then at that mid to close range and from the clinch, creating space, utilizing his knees. Just a great job of choosing the right weapon at the right distance. The double jab there from Trong. Trong is going to need to find a way to bridge the gap. He can shoot the takedown, had great success from the top position at the end of the first round, but it's going to be really hard to get Yin down.
And just like that, Yin able to maintain the upright, use good heavy hips, sits down fully into mount. Right here, this is a bad spot for Trong. He gives up his back, the hooks are in. Now Yin's going to be looking for that rear naked choke. He's got a couple on his record. Right there, slides it in. Trong did a beautiful job of peeling the top hand. Right, so now he's fighting his left hand, preventing Yin from locking it up. Yin grabs onto the bicep, now looking for the rear naked choke. Great defense right there from Trong to to defend so far. That's the first thing. You got to defend that top hand, and he did just that. Now, Yin trying to flatten him out and looking for that choke again.
Yeah, that was key by Trong to defend that, because we have seen Yin from this position in his other matchups be so dangerous. He's got it locked in tight here. Will Trong be able to fight the hand, though?
He goes palm to palm. Now Yin's forced to pull down on the choking hand, and he does, but a great adjustment right there from Yin to switch the arms, and now Trong's peeling that top hand off yet again. Let's see what kind of adjustments Yin can make here, as we're well past the halfway point of this fight. Matches are judged in their entirety, not round by round. Good defense right there from Trong Vinh Mui.
Yes. Yeah, key defensive moves here from Trong, defending that rear naked choke. Yin so dangerous in this position. The more that Trong defends it, and he's able to reverse the position in the guard now of Yin. And we saw him before, he can do a lot of damage from this position.
Yeah, I think this is where he needs to take advantage and try to apply that ground and pound there. See him looking for shots over the top. Did a great job nullifying those attempts from Yin. Now he needs to go to work.
Yin right there trying to control the head, looking for a possible arm bar, went underneath the leg, couldn't quite find the leverage that he needed to lock in that arm bar, but he's looking for it. Now he's got that high guard, walking his way up the body. Now he's going back to that arm bar, right? That left arm is in jeopardy right there. He's got it locked up, trying to expand. Trong pulls it out of danger. Great defense right there as Trong delivers a brutal knee to the head of a grounded opponent, perfectly legal on the global rule set. Good job by Yin to lace up that leg. See if he can turn the corner here and try to sit Trong on his backside and at least end this position, at least end the round in a dominant position.
Yeah, Trong once again was in a very precarious position, but beautifully defended the armbar attempt, transition to those knees. Yin here looking to possibly attack the back again.
Not able to turn the corner, but able to work his way back up to the feet. That front headlock, fire off a knee. Just a nice little look there for the judges to show that he was trying to control that round and doing everything possible. Very entertaining fight so far through 10, Brian. What'd you like?
Yeah, key moments for Trong, being able to defend those submission attempts here into the spinning back fist. A great technique, surprising out of nowhere, back from the top, utilizing the ground and pound, the knee to the head of a grounded opponent, perfectly legal under that global rule set, to the right, into the left. Doing great work on his feet, and really key moments where he was in a very precarious position, almost armbarred, almost rear naked choke, but able to stay in the fight, defend those positions, and turn those bad positions into his favor.
You look at the entire match as a whole, not round by round. So think of it as each fighter scores points, does damage. They work their way up the scorecards, and we get ready for round 3 here at the Madison Square Garden of the East. That $100,000 contract has provided some incredible motivation and fuel for some iconic performances. Let's see who can really dig deep and put on a show here tonight. Yin in the white, Trong in the black. Pump fake right there from Trong as he looks to close the distance. A little bit slower pace here to start these this last round, but they're still giving it everything they got as Trong looks to go to the body, back to the body kick. Vinh goes liver hunting.
Yeah, Yin no doubt using a lot of energy, attempting to lock up submissions, and Trong as well using a lot to defend them. Here Yin, I like the way that he's settling down with his jab a little bit, utilizing the front kick as long as he throws it in such a way that Trong can't grab. That was the ball of the foot. That's not just to create distance. That's a percussive strike doing damage to the body. So sneaky tactics again. Great work on the feet from Yin as Trong shoots in on a takedown there. Eating another knee though from Yin.
Yeah, Trong has a little bit more pop into his strikes here in this third and final round. Exemplified by those two big right hands right there. Trong is gonna have to dig deep. He's protecting that body with that right elbow. He might be hurt to the body as Yin gains another big overhand right. Third and final round. Ooh, attempting a beautifully timed knee right there. Just narrowly missed the mark. giving Trong a haircut.
Yeah, Yin told us that he's still on a journey to find his fighting style, wanted to do more stand-up, and he's really showing a great skill set there, the right hand Trong, and with the leaping left hook, but I think Yin has hurt his body with moves like that, the snappy front kick with the ball of the foot, throwing the jab, taking his time, being patient. He's not overcommitting. If Trong decides to blitz, though, he's got to really watch out because he might run into a big right hand.
Yeah, I think Trong needs to have a bit more urgency at this point and look to trade. Really close back and forth. First round, I think Yin trying to go for a lot of submissions in the second here, but I think he's got to start to take some chances because Yin is starting to open up with his hands.
Nice little leg kick landed right there by Yin. Not a lot coming back his way. And it's basically his target practice. That was a nice left hand landed by Trong right there. He does a great job of closing the distance, keeping his feet underneath him and throwing strikes, but he's just got to do a little bit more with that opportunity. That's a nice pull back right hand attempt right there from Yin, who goes to the body yet again with that stabbing push kick.
Yeah, Trong will tend to either close the gap with a shot or that leaping left hook, which can be effective, especially as the shorter fighter, but I'd like to see some more variations, different ways to close the gap, and maybe set up opportunities for right hands over the top of his own. If he was to attack the body of Yin a little bit more, bring that guard down, he might have a little bit more luck.
Tron pushing forward now, looking to find a big shot of his own, looking for that big overhand there, but Yin answering back, starting to mix in the kicks as well now as we wind down to the final moments, final minutes of this third round.
Good body work thrown right here by Yin. Keeps mixing up the levels, going after the legs, the body, and the head. Good work below the chin, and it really opens up those headshots. If he can put something together here, he might be able to find the finish, but he's biding his time well, choosing his shots carefully here in this third and final round.
Yeah, neither one wanting to give up good position here. Trong needing to close the gap to get inside. Somehow Yin controlling this outside range there. Beautiful. Stepping back, switching his stance, making the rear hand the lead. That's high-level striking. Yin really displaying some good skills on the feet.
There's a minute left now. Yin going to the body. Trong takedown attempt here.
Both fighters making their debuts here on One Friday Fights. Very important moment. Gonna have to dig deep in these last 30 seconds. Trong does have the capability to finish. He's a 6-0, undefeated in his native land of Vietnam. Can he pull back and find something big here in the last 20 seconds? Or will it continue to be Yin's game? Back elbows thrown by Trong here as Yin has his back, looking for something big here in these last 10 seconds. Back elbows thrown by Trong, looking for a big shot. Great turnaround, puts Yin on his back. Looking for the takedown. And we go to the judges' scorecards. 8-fight win streak for Yin Xiangzhao. Undefeated record 6-0 for Trong Vinh Mui, who will continue their win streak. We find out shortly.
That's right, potential new territory for both of these guys. Trong could stay undefeated or get his first loss. Yin, all of his fights have not gone the distance. He's finished them all off, so he is getting in new territory. Let's take a look at some of these exchanges. They're stepping back on the right hand, just beautiful tactics. Yin, great footwork and distance control. Here, creating room into the elbow. Yin telling us he's still continuing to find that style, wanting to show some striking skills. I think he did just that. Trong showing some great defense of submissions attempts by Yin, and able to throw some heavy ground and pound in that fight. Gonna be interesting to see what the judges have to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have called this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Yin Xiangzhao!
Yin Xiangzhao from Guangzhou, China makes it 9 in a row, successfully making his